Daily Dose. My name's Robert. That's my pal Susan. Susan, you good?
I'm good. Yes.
I had a funny thing coming right before this. I have to mention. Before we start, because we don't plan these out, and we just kind of text each other. Hey, you ready for a dose? This, that, and the other. And out of context, that might sound strange to someone else. So I, my Aunt Denise, by mistake, and you were doing
That's funny.
more good stuff. Do you want to come show your beautiful dress to the show? Look at
Let me
this.
see it. Let me see. No way.
Francesca on the Daily Dose. And what is this dress?
Oh,
It's for my promotion ceremony.
You look spectacular.
promotion?
Yeah.
Yes.
From?
What does that mean?
From elementary school to middle school.
Oh, sugar. Wow.
Isn't that
Can you do a little turn for me?
twirl?
It's gorgeous. You look gorgeous.
Well done, baby.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. It's awesome.
So that happens, and well, it's funny. So I wrote to my Aunt Denise, and then I realized I hadn't heard from you. Normally, you respond pretty quickly, and I looked at it and I went, "Oh, I didn't write that to Susan at all." So I went back to my Aunt Denise and I said, just so you don't think I'm strung out on drugs, this is the podcast
Dosing.
I do. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, she laughed. So
Have you heard back from that?
she laughed. She put a ha-ha on it, so we're good.
Okay, she's done.
It's not going to cause a family, hysteria today. We'll be
They're
okay.
not sending you to rehab right away.
It will not be an intervention for today. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So what will we be examining?
Well, it's funny. We were just talking before this, of course, doing something different for the Boys of Summer series, which many people here know, but if you don't, please go to bosmovie.com. Story largely surrounding my dad's journey through Parkinson. He's been diagnosed for 20 years now. And Susan, of course, is part of the newest film, gets welcomed to third base, which I'm very excited about bringing your story into it and our friendship and relationship into that, of how we've grown this Yes and Exercise program, and how you participated in Boys of Summer in some very material ways, including
Like
some.
going to the Field of Dreams. Oh my God.
Field of Dreams last summer, and not long after that, going on this crazy trip to Vegas, which is we don't have to get into all that today. But part of that crazy trip was Francesca, and because she was on that wild flight, and she got to do this amazing thing where she got to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." We won't give away too many details on it, but
Twice.
yeah, well,
Lots of people. Twice.
like I said,
I'm not going to say
not
anything.
too many details, right? But when you listen to you tell the story of your perspective of that was really nice, and listening to you share your perspective about Francesca, any proud parent loves to hear other people loving on their kids in that regard too, in the kind ways. It was great, and so having her pop in like that, and you getting to hear, hey, she's
There we
moved
go.
on to middle school.
A little serendipitous. Yeah.
Well, very cool.
Well, we had Giuseppe a couple of days ago pop in and
Giuseppe is such a different deal because he tried to sneak in and crawl, and
that's right, he did. That's right.
and sure enough, now he used to be able to get away with that when he was maybe 8, but now he's getting close to 13. He's quite a big boy. He's about 5'6". You see him do it now. It's like you're not fooling anymore.
Yeah, but he just stood right up, and we were talking about hope, and you asked him about hope, and he just very confidently stood there and gave his interpretation and definition. That was kind of cool. You got cool kids, Robert.
They've got it. They do. It's a matter of applying it. It's this is that point of parenting where you just want to make sure they have enough in front of them, because it's so easy. We're coming out of this COVID time where it was like, got you at home. That's all we care about. You're safe. You're not getting infected. And now it's like, well, we still got COVID, of course, but we're much more into the regular world. And, they've developed some friends and friendships. And it's like, got to get you out there, that whole social aspect in the most positive way possible. So, yeah, it's a process.
Well, and most of your life outside of your work is with your kids or your folks.
Yeah, it's a good combination. I feel like it's reaching 9 months into being up here in the Bay. a better balance of, I feel like I'm seeing my folks more often, getting to find, time for the kids now at the pool club. There's going to be, fun time together. So we have that, and, balancing that against the PhD work. We look at that, wrapping that up, and, what might life look like? Yeah, I thought
Imagine.
you came up today when I was bringing my mom to an appointment, and we were talking about, again, as we've talked many times here, about you putting joy, that charging that back into my life. And again, having the foresight then in, what, halfway through my program, to say, so what do you want life to look like? I mean, it's pretty kind of you to ask that, to not just be thinking about how this program will work, and the nuts and bolts, and how it'll serve the academia or whatever else, but what do
For
you
you.
want, Robert?
What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, you're the only person to ask that. And that's very, very kind and thoughtful of you.
I bet I'm the only person who ever gave you a new middle name, too. You know what I typed?
Uh,
Robert David Resilience Cochran.
oh, yeah. Yeah, that caught me big when you did that. That was, I forget which vulnerable moment that was, but it was a moment when I needed to hear it. Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing when there's a relationship that develops to the extent where the people are comfortable being honest and telling their own truths. And right now I'm struggling with some stuff with my kids and stuff, and it's really nice to be able to have somebody to talk to and who get it. And those friends are rare, who can not judge, especially when there's something goofball happening.
It's pretty often, let's be honest.
Right.
Well, this is
Yeah.
the power of the dose. This is a reason to do it, right? To be, I mean, for each other, and hopefully for the world, that example of, again, we can exchange and raise our levels of dopamine and oxytocin based on how we treat each other conversationally. This is a regular practice. That's, if everybody wonder, what are they doing? This is what we're doing.
What's not wrong with your life?
Yeah. Well, being here with you, for one. I gave my mom that today for her appointment. She had a stress test on her heart,
Yeah.
stuff, and she was very anxious about it. And I said, look, we played it on the way over, first of all. And then I said,
Oh,
this
that's so cool. In the car.
is in the car. And then I
That's
said,
so
when you go
cool.
in there today, you've got that. This is your tool. Use that as you see fit. And,
Yeah.
she did well, of course.
Yeah,
It
yeah, yeah.
put
So isn't that
operation.
cool? Holy cow. I mean, that's yaks, which some people might think is just playing,
Right.
being helpful to an adult person going off for a medical exam.
How
I
many
bet
people have
even,
anxiety walking into a doctor's,
yeah.
examination room, right? I mean, I'd say the majority.
Well, they had called it the white coat syndrome, when your blood pressure is always higher when they take it when you go in, and and they say, yeah, it's always like that when people come in here.
So yeah, could we, with something as brief as 30 seconds to a minute of what's not wrong with your life, by driving up gratitude, can we drive down anxiety? That's something we could test. Hey, there's a trial we could run.
Say it again, driving up
So
gratitude.
drive up gratitude, and drive, and hypothesizing it would drive down anxiety. By feeling more gratitude, you would have less anxiety.
Well, I will tell you that just today I wrote a long text message to your Aunt Linda in
Mm,
which I listed all these things that I was grateful for while I was frustrated with the problem. That all
mm,
the things were related. And
mm.
I loved that it came out like that because it said it's possible. It's possible to be hurt, annoyed, frustrated, a bunch of negative sort of things, and yet see all these pieces where there lights and wisdom and real things to be grateful for.
This is that complexity of the 87 emotions as they've been identified so far by Brene Brown, as opposed to the three that most people hold to. And to understand, it's not even just having them, it's having them at what level of intensity, overlapping in what ways, right? And, you know, like you say, it's very possible and even reasonable, if we're going to put it in those terms, to have it all going on at once. That's part of who we are. You
Yes.
know, just accepting that, I think, is massive. Just accepting that, and to say, as opposed to saying, "Oh, you're too sensitive," or "You're just an emotional person." We're all emotional people. We're all sensitive. You know, to varying degrees, we use various things to shut those things down when we feel shame or whatever else for having them. But they're part. I mean, you might as well pretend you don't have an arm. You know, and just go, "Nope, it's not there."
What?
You. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Venus de Milo, that's my name. You know, I mean, yeah,
Yes, but we don't get there that easily necessarily. I actually called myself on that very question. Am I too sensitive?
yeah.
Is that what happened? And that's when good friends and people who know you trust.
You've been told that, I'm sure. Just like I have. I know. I get you.
Easier said than done. Not always. It is.
All
It
right.
is fun. Are you running into anybody who's seeing these little episodes?
No, this at some point, hopefully somebody. Yeah, I'll give you one. You have one fan out there, and if he's there, I want to give him a shout. There is a friendly fourth grader, a friend of Francesca's, named Gideon, who is a subscriber and loves these. Apparently,
I get
Gideon.
in. Thank you, dude. Man, you're first follower. That's
Mom and
awesome.
dad allow you to make a comment, and his parents are great. So shout out,
Oh, way cool. Yes, yes,
shout out to
yes.
all of them.
But I do when I when I transition something from YouTube to Facebook, and that's when they'll say, "Geez, you haven't done those for a while." And we know we do them every day,
Yeah,
but I don't post it on Facebook every day. So
that's the point of, and this is, hey, I'm putting this out, and then we got to finish up because we're way over time. Subscribe, everybody. Subscribe and make a comment
comment,
below. Yeah,
comment,
because
good,
those,
bad, or indifferent.
yeah, you'll get every episode, and it'll drive these up YouTube's charts. So subscribe and comment. Okay, that's it on those words. That's your dose.